Hello, COMS class. My name is Lindsay and I live in Washington State. I'm wearing flannel right now because it's been kind of cold and rainy today, which is the typical Pacific Northwest weather. Um, and right now I live with my three younger brothers and my parents. And some hobbies of mine are sleeping because that's the best, reading, hanging out with friends. I have friends that live all over, so I love going on adventures with them and exploring new places. Um, a hobby that I've recently picked up is rock climbing and bouldering. I just love the way that it challenges me, and it just works me more, both physically and mentally. Like I have to map out routes, and I just like seeing the improvement and the progress that I've been making in it, and it's just a way to get out and away from work, away from school, just kind of get active in a way that I enjoy because I really don't like running or things like that. Um, right now, I'm pursuing my bachelor's in elementary education and am hoping to graduate in the spring or the summer of 2020. And I currently work in kids ministry as the director at my church, and that's just been giving me lots of good experience in leadership, in communicating with people, and just some classroom oversight that will prepare me for being a teacher down the road. As far as my future, I don't really know what's in store. I don't have anything planned. I just kind of figure it out as I go because honestly, if you asked me when I graduated high school if I was ever going back to school, I would say absolutely not, never. Yet here I am. So God uses His ways and just changed my heart, and I'm just open to whatever God has in store in the future. I've always wanted to be a missionary, um, and live in a different country and just provide education for kids that don't really have as much privileges. Like, I know that we take education for granted here in America because honestly, I hate school, which is so ironic that I want to be a teacher. But I just love teaching kids and watching them learn and just being able to make learning enjoyable for them. But yeah, I'm hoping to maybe teach English as a second language or something like that down the road. I'll probably pursue my master's after I get my bachelor's, but we'll see what happens with that. Um, what I would like to learn from this course is just better communication, how to flow things together better, string things, transitions, just become more well rounded in that, and just also to be able to articulate my thoughts more concisely. I just realized that that's been difficult for me a lot recently. I've been just noticing that, and I often make myself sound a lot dumber than I know that I am because I don't know how to word things. So I'm excited to grow in that area and improve in that area, especially as I'm preparing to be a teacher in a classroom and be in front of kids. And I just want to be able to have that confidence and just actually really know what I'm talking about and know how to say it and string it all together. So I'm looking forward to learning about that. A life changing experience that I had wasn't one incident, it was just an opportunity that I was able to do um, about a year and a half ago. I attended the Winter Bible School program at Cape Henry Hall in England through Torchbearers. I don't know if anybody's heard of the Torchbearers Bible Schools, but there's centers all over the world. There's like over 20 of them in all different countries. And so I was able to live in England for 6 months, and at the school, every day was dedicated to studying God's Word, learning more about God. And then we were also able to practice that and go out and love in the community, in the surrounding communities, and just be able to share what we've learned. And I learned so much, and it was just like so life changing. And looking back at what I've learned, I kind of forgot like that was when I learned it because it's become such a big part of my life now. Just the way that I've thought about things. But I think the biggest takeaway that I had from it, or one of them, it's hard to gauge which was the best, but I just really grew in my relationship with God and really defined what that was, and developed my prayer life a lot more. And it's just really neat to look back at all the cultures that I was able to experience and be around. There was tons of students from all over the world there, and so I just loved getting to interact with a whole bunch of different cultures with one common love for Christ. So I'm excited to use that down the road, hopefully, as I teach in other countries, but we'll see.